It's so much just to keep up with your own character. Keeping up with what everyone else is doing is so difficult, and that's the value of things like this, where, you know, people can highlight like, hey, here's all the important stuff.
Okay. Shouts to Yurikov for the sub, by the way. Appreciate you a lot. Okay. Punk coming into his theme song. We're facing off against Jan here. 5K for the quick anti-air.
Oh, finds the back throw, does Jan. And now you're sitting in a pretty good spot here. Ooh, the whiff punish on the far slash.
Ooh, able to change up your jump timing there. Really good situation. Goes for another staggered throw, and this is a situation that Potemkin struggles in. Being aggressive in plus frames, you cannot be afraid of him. I know traditionally grapplers have the advantage close range, but if you put the button on him, if you are the aggressor, you can get a lot done. That was textbook from Punk.
Right. It's, you know, Potemkin's the grappler. He's got the throw game. Soul's got the strike throw game. You got to respect the strike, and there's that much respect. That's what's opening up this whole throw offense here. Okay, has to contest in this range. Finds a command grab. Oh, okay. RC for some additional damage or just some corner carry?
Oh, and 6H. I like the structure of that mix-up too. Jam puts himself close enough to where Car Popbuster is definitely a possibility, knowing that Punk is liable to backdash. That was a genius level mix-up.
You need to be able to make those types of really informed and educated reads to make a grappler work, really in any game.
Oh no, Vortex actually only just gets the OTG though.
Jan reacting to the fake gun flame with the 2P in time. Oh, okay. Oh, chases down the backdash after the PRC too. Knows that he's not going to get away with a command grab out of it. But now we're still stuck in this corner immediately. Burst on deck for both players here. Ooh, blocks the extra overhead.
Yeah, definitely had to burst in that situation. Got the counter hit burst. Okay, blocks the gold burst as well. Oh, but did he Kara that? It moved a little farther forward than we expected. So Jan, actually on a little bit of a whiff, is going to lose game one there. It looked like it might have been a Kara that put him too far.
Well, the first game going to Punk, and it seems like if this is going to be the story of the matchup, it's, I mean, even just immediately, Punk in the beginning of the very first round backed off straight away and wanted to be navigating in from full screen and setting the pace from the very first interaction at the very tip. And it seems like, at least right now, the sort of tone and timbre of the matchup is definitely Punk trying to make sure that he is writing the script on all of their interactions, and Jan on the flip side just trying to keep Punk close enough for long enough to open something up.
Duel 1.
Ooh, 6K in the slide head. Punk already dialed up the backdash. Gets the link into the vortex, but misses the combo. Jan, a huge opportunity drop.
Okay, Mega Fist works, but look at the patience. Oh wow, even after the backdash though, the 2K 2D still connects.
Yeah, very nice stuff. I like the little stagger. Has not been going for the pop buster in those situations, and he just does it. Jan?
You can't see my face, but my mouth is agape.
Round two? Very nice stuff from Jan.
It looked like, I had to watch on the playback, it looked like that threw the startup of success from Punk.
Oh, but Punk back on the aggression. I like the far S attempts there from Jan. Gotta be careful.
A lot of respect here defensively from Jan, but tries to contest in that space. But Punk, like I've said, Punk seems really willing to back off and try to play at the 6S range and play in this spot where it's, you know, a little bit harder for Jan to try to contest.
Good blocks and disrespects the fake gun flame. I like that. But still, Punk a little too aggressive. Is working out so well. Fafnir blocked, tries to go for a little bit of a shimmy, but now Jan on the offense. And he throws the command throw, the DP rather.
Red RC, YRC answered back from Punk. Burst on deck for both players here, not dissimilar to what we saw at the end of game one.
I think it's another situation where, as Jan, you're looking for a gold burst. If you can, know that's he's gonna get the burst from Punk. 50 meters available.
Oh, are you gonna burst?
He delays, and Punk baits twice.
Wow. the instincts from Punk to know to do that a quick 2 games. I say quick, but it's been so close. Both games going down to the wire. 3rd round, bursts on deck. It's just, it keeps ending in neutral. And Punk is finding the opportunities just more.
Just so smart from Punk to go with a burst safe like route. And Jan, just the discipline to hold on to the burst until that situation, knowing that there was going to be one of those opportunities, knowing that as soon as that burst is back, the first thought, everyone is staring at that burst, including Punk. Punk's not even looking at the combo. He's dialing it in, just looking at the burst meter.
That's when you need one of those eyeball trackers where you're like, what are they looking at? And you just know it's glued. No waver, no fluctuation.
Another throw here from Punk, doing so well on the offense. 5B attempt from Jan, a little too far away. One of the problems here for Potemkin, a lot of these traditional hits, like 5P, things like that, doesn't get very much off of them. And now, yeah, that's the optimal punish, a block hammerfall.
Okay. But once again, look at this, like at max range, dash in behind the 6S and open up your offense off of it. This is tough. Gonna get the wall splat off of that and close out the round, and we're on set point Punk for a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, that timer, the time of Jan's jump-in was so smart, but that's gonna be linked into the, straight into the vortex. Reversible back pop buster is good, but this is the problem here. Potemkin doesn't have anything really fast enough to contest. Even when he reads right on the jump-ins, 5K is there.
This is tough. Jan has the burst, but we've seen it baited so effectively from Punk. Look at the patience from Punk here. Finds the extra overhead. Spends all the meter here to keep this aggressive sequence going. Uh-oh.
You have to cash out here. Just assume he's not going to burst. Gotta be greedy. Very nice. Yeah, same situation there. I think it's a great call.
Oh, Fafnir hits. No follow-up. Another Fafnir on block, but I mean, Punk just waiting. The gunflame kills on Chip.
Mankind knew that they
How
cannot-
Grover can handle this. Grover's been looking very, very strong here. Mango, though, very consistent performer all the way through it here at TNS. Gets the 2D for the knockdown. 5S and lets it rock. Grover also just kind of playing the defense, was content to block in that situation. A lot of data given back and forth on that interaction.
Yeah, I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure Mango for Tango, yeah, had to play Vicky to get into this winner side top 8 spot. So definitely warm on the Geo matchup, although different flavors of Geo. Ooh, oh my god!
That's a missed opportunity from Grover, but he put the ice skates on to get across there. YRC to get out, looks for the cross-up afterwards. I didn't even see him get behind.
Right? That was insane. Mango for making that work. And still keeps the burst going into this next round. Round start 5S at the tip from Grover and bringing you straight to the corner. And now here's that stagger pressure. Different flavor of it, some than Vicky.
Oh, another power bomb comes through. 5 Bs just to check. Oh, but that is not going to be it. The DP actually not punished that much and then almost gets the burst bait. Grover has a lot of momentum here.
Stagger's opening up, finds the counter hit right into the super. Is this going to be enough to kill on the wall slide? Oh, absolutely.
So that extra damage coming through. Grover evening the set, the rounds up rather. Leading off with a 2K. I think that's really important here. Checking Giovanna on these dash ups. Again, very nice.
Yeah, I think, I mean, like I said earlier, Mango coming off of a great burst bait. Mango coming off of a Giovanna matchup, so the utilization of 5K Kara in neutral to blow up Grover's offense, and then eventually we're going to start to see these DPs cycle through once there's a rhythm on Grover's stagger pressure.
It's going to be another super to kill. He even has RC to unsplat him if he doesn't think it's going to kill, but no, it's just going to let it rock.
Oh,
It's the DP, you gotta know that's a safe jump there.
Yeah, that's tough.
I was just saying, a lot of the characters off of that super wall break have very guaranteed setups there that are very easy to execute. That's just hold up forward, buffer, dash.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was speaking to the way that Mango had to approach the matchup against Vicky, but to to highlight something, I feel like Grover is much more willing to take his time with the staggers, leaves much wider gaps, much more content to kind of wait and see and not be quite as aggressive with the block string approaches we saw from Vicky. And a part of that is we already see inherently these defensive DP choices from Mango getting blown up off the rip.
So we'll have to see what Grover has. Moving forward is doing a very good job. But now, Mango, man. Oh, I'm not sure what the adjustment here is.
I mean, it's hard to articulate one. I mean, the ground game from Mango seemed good. I think maybe some of the offensive, choices didn't pan out as much. Like there was a command grab whiff at one point that really opened up a lot of damage for Grover.
Agreed. Oh, whip punish, very strong. Gets him the meeting fireball. 5D is blocked though. The defense from Grover.
And look at that, it's kind of like I was saying earlier, Grover's choices when Grover is in the aggressive seat are a little bit more restrained than we saw in some of the previous Geo matchups. I'm not going to spend the burst, I agree with that, you're already going to lose this round, so keep it going into the next one. At least it cost Mango the burst to get through this round.
2D, 2K, by the way, pickup. Seriously sick stuff. Mango being aggressive again, gets him on the cross-up. Another cross-up overhead. Look for the double cross-up. Grover's willing to burst. I think that's a great choice.
That spiral arrow interaction was really interesting. Has to DP through, does Mango. Are we going to see a side switch? No, finds a back throw, does Grover. Ooh, but the gap is too far.
Oh, and just, far S twice in a row, followed up with the heavy. Mango on the board. And it looked like really it was just the offensive choices he made. He was just keeping it mid-screen. There was no wall break. There was no return to neutral. All of his offense was around structured, keeping it mid-screen. And I think that's a great choice. I think that Grover's, like you said, his greatest strengths were that when he was the aggressor and he was doing really well in neutral. Mango took neutral out of the equation. That's just super smart.
Yeah, and I think it's a really great adjustment to make, to be like, I alluded to it a bit earlier, where like, characters in situations where it's like you get the wall break, but it isn't strictly speaking what you want, and how do you structure your game around never letting it reset to neutral? And that's one of the ways. Leo is a character that, that's kind of baked into his kit. Like, if he doesn't want to put you to the wall, you're not going to the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be the 2D. Grover does not get the follow-up, but still gets another counter hit. Mango actually holds on to the burst here. Is not going to get a chance to use it. That super is going to break the wall tonight. Huge advantage here for Grover.
Ooh, went for the check, but the flip is going to close it out. Grover with the perfect round.
Oh, another counter hit. It's going to burst straight away this time, but there's the 2D. Again, Grover is dominating here, and Footsie's in neutral.
Wow, look at these. This is another thing from Grover, is the pressure built around momentum conservation in the Ps. And it's just so good. It reminds me of early Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where it was like P, micro walk forward, punch, micro walk forward.
Of course. Oh, but there's going to be another interrupt. Just checks the cross up straight away with the 5B. Confidence from Grover there. The one time he got put on his heels in that matchup, no hesitation, swings out, wins the situation.
Yeah, I mean, these are some quick back and forth matches, and I can't help but feel like that's going to be the pace here, right? Because Geo can cash out pretty decent damage off these counter hit confirms, and when Grover is getting these big hits with the way Grover's offense is structured, they're going to be big cash outs provided there isn't a burst on deck. On the flip side, like you had said earlier, Mango's offense is being structured right now to never reset to neutral and just keep you in the blender forever. And the sort of end result of that is there's a big dance in neutral, and then off of like one or two interactions, we're just drawing out who wins the round.
Huge shout out to Cinnamon, by the way, coming through with the gifted sub, man. The homie George, that's my boy. Love you, buddy. Okay. This could be the final game of winner's bracket here for Mango. Gotta be careful. Grover's got the momentum here. Back. what I see so far, 2D has been the absolute answer of the day from all of these Giovannas. What a punish.
Oh, finishes out the block string with the big counter hit. We are going to see the wall break here. Doesn't spend the super, so we're not going to get a setup off of this.
So good situation, gets the cross up, and yeah, I agree with Grover here. Hold on to the burst, absolutely not worth the expenditure. This round is over.
Yeah, I mean, anything else you get now is just free. I mean, if you're Grover, you want to drag this out, maybe force literally anything out of Mango, but you will not get that. Fireball closing out the round.
Ooh, little footsies. He said, don't you ever play footsie with me again. The cross up gets him with the 2K, forces the burst, so Grover on the back foot here for sure. Until the 2D, once again, the hitbacks in that thing is so deceiving.
Wow, okay. 2K 2D looking like the answer from Mango as well in some of these ranges, which is going to catch some walk back in the shimmy if you pick the right spot to do it.
RC's downwards, takes it to the corner. RC is good. Looks for the cross-up. Gold burst from Mango does not work out, but I respect the choice a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely an aggressive call. Oh my god, speaking of aggressive calls, once the -2 IDP, Mango showing the gorilla that he is absolutely capable of being, as is every Leo player. Fireball into PRC, gets the DP, and the fireball still a meaty. We take those.
Oh, and just a pixel left, and that's going to be the dash up, man. The 5K closes it again. So now, 5th game. It's how many game 5s have we had to go to today? So back and forth all the way through. This has been quite the tournament.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see. Like, nobody's, other than an errant 3-0 here or there, nobody's really making clean sweeps of this. Everyone is making these fantastic mid-set adjustments. The types of things that you see in the 3 out of 5 that we're now running up here through top 24. These extended sets of these deep conversations and adjustments in neutral is just a joy to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game 5.
Yeah, the finale here between these two. Mango starting off with a 2K. I like the decision. 5K actually whiffing on the backdash, and now Grover in the driver's seat. Again, 2D counter hit every time.
Yeah, and I mean, this, like I said earlier, Grover finds these 1 or 2 hits, and then that's largely the round. Okay, Mango with the backdash, gonna get the blender. If you're able to burn a burst here, that's like the bare minimum of what you want out of being able to bring this sequence back into your own favor. Red RC off the fireball, or a DP rather.
Yeah, missed the confirm, but still able to apply a good amount of pressure. 5S, block into the RC, gets the hit, fades the burst. Oh no, Mango bursting for momentum. And the scary part is that if Mango hits that burst there, he's in it.
Yeah, absolutely, but that's a real shame. This is the worst case scenario going into it.
Okay, here comes the power bomb.
Will it blend Secret Service agent?
Yeah, able to escape in that situation. Backdash is the dash S. Okay, but no confirm from Grover.
But this is that stagger structure again, finding the space after the true end of the turn. Ooh, Grover not going to spend the burst, it appears, which I agree with.
Now
True final round.
Final round here. Burst on deck already for Grover. Mango's got a long way to go to get his back. Safe and solid here. No, don't try and go for any extra credit. Grover spends the burst. It's a great decision.
How did that even hit? That hit from another time zone.
And then the 5K afterwards to follow up. Jump in though. Mango tries to take the pressure back. 2S connects. Grover in the driver's seat. This is a huge problem here. The second wall break.
Really trying to fish with the 2K. 2K 2D seems to have been the party starter here for Mango. Oh god.
Half meter. Oh, RC backwards. Oh, it's a counter hit. Can he finish off of this? He can't.
One more guess.
Oh! Dashes forward. Goes straight in for the 5P. Grover on the aggression. I love the turn up. No fear.
It's going to be a very momentum heavy matchup. And oh, we're both rocking the special colors.
On the back dash, very nice. Slide head again, a very powerful tool in this matchup since Nagori likes to stay grounded for the most part. That's going to be a throw to punish though. And again, back into the blender.
Okay, oh my god, max range 2H closes it out. We got the super on deck already.
Oh no, but it actually hits him OTG, and that's a punish, and this is going to be a huge combo. No. RC for sure.
Jesus.
And now it's just a pixel left. That's what happens when you mismanage that blood gauge.
That just feels bad. Like, that was what all of my Nago rounds in Beta 2 looked like. And that's what made me not play the character.
Oh, I love this. I like the attempted pressure there for not enough damage. IPP! He goes for the read and it works! Oh my god.
After the gold burst too, even?
Wow. Alright, round 2. 2D counter hit, big plus frames, that's like plus 20. Do it again. Same thing, and he's stealing turns with it.
But like, you can kind of do that here, and this is all really important data because it's telling you that at the very least at that range, not enough damage is totally content to just let you take your turn.
Oh no, and bad goes to worse. Okay, 6P actually crossed it up for now. Idiosyncrasy back in the driver's seat. That is a great frame trap. And again, same situation. Just blocked. Gotta be careful, the risk gauge is building up. 5D connects, no punish.
Right. Get the forward offense. Oh, 5D blocked once again. Idiosyncrasy gets back thrown. This frames again.
Good blocks for the most part. No punish there. 5D again. 2H confirms it.
On straight for the jump forward. We're seeing that represented a fair bit from Idiosyncrasy, I feel like.
Down the 5K. Like the attempt, slide head does not work out. This is going to be a nice punish. Actually, not very much afterwards. A special canceler, but does not.
Ooh, catches the up back, but we've seen this round already. Oh, the burst, but drops the combo off the close slash. It's fine. We get another attempt at a 2H anti-air.
Yeah, so off the second 2H, a great showing there from Idiosyncrasy. Is going to be able to wrap it up. Not enough damage. Was very close on a lot of those situations and did a great job of stealing turns a lot. Like Gerudo into Gerudo is not a real block string. You can there's some things you can do to get out of it. It's mostly just that he knows he's commanding that amount of respect, which is important as a grappler player.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, and it's just going to open up your game that much more. And we saw, I really don't feel like there was any point where Idiosyncrasy was checking that. We saw not enough damage cycle back to like 2K, 2D after it to keep stuff tight, to be like, you'll definitely start, right? Like, you're not going to let me keep getting away with this. But no, Walter White, he's going to keep getting away with it.
Forward again. Got him on the jump in. Look for the follow-up. Doesn't get anything. Oh, the blood pop does connect. Oh, and this is trouble. Mistimed his meaty, actually.
Wow, you really got away with that, Idiosyncrasy. Gets away with the blood rip in the first place. Still has burst on deck too.
Risk gauge. That did so much damage. Gotta be careful. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Ooh. Oh, see it again. You can just wait. The number one sin you can commit against Potemkin is bursting on a hit hammer fall. It's almost never the right decision, because if it hits, they don't get a follow-up. But if they RC, you just get killed for it. You should never burst on a hit hammer fall. It should never happen.
Yeah, and I can't help but feel like we keep seeing that. I think that happened in the last game too as well, right? That Idiosyncrasy had to burn a burst in a spot where you really shouldn't, in a round where it seemed as though you shouldn't have needed to.
Okay, 2D for the knockdown, giving him plus frames. Look for the, okay, finally went in for the pop buster. Didn't get anything though. Super jump out, 2H, getting aggressive. Works out.
I love Nago theme. Nagoriyuki theme is so good. Okay, wow, really keeping it tight. Just throwing out the 5Ps off the command dash.
Yeah, try for the 2H. Doesn't get the punish. Gold burst from NotEnoughDamage.
Ooh, the command grab into red RC.
Breaks the wall. Gotta be careful for a super here. Starts off with 2S. Okay. You can take it to the wall here if you want. Has meter. He can RC. Oh, and he's dead. Oh, not quite.
Oh, finds the back throw into red RC. He's going to be able to close it out. Yeah, he doesn't.
God, he does just enough damage. Oh, not enough damage. Maybe tried to overthink the situation. Goes for the RC, and that looks like a very obvious pot buster. I think if he just swings, he might get the open up there.
Yeah,
Or maybe he went for the pot buster and just misinputted it. That is absolutely a possibility as well.
This is, I'm like, it's 2-0 Idiosyncrasy, but that does not feel like it does justice to the matchup that we're watching.
No, not so far. I could not agree more.
I mean, I don't even know what to say that NotEnoughDamage needs to do, because I can't help but feel like Idiosyncrasy is making mistakes that come very close to costing them.
Yeah, that was a great stick into the command throw. Getting another normal throw off of it. Backs up, spaces himself for the burst. That's a huge loss, but NotEnoughDamage is back in it all of a sudden.
I really need to watch the set again and see how many bad bursts Idiosyncrasy made. And, you know, it's not trivial, right? Like, in the moment, you're sometimes your fingers are just going to go. But it feels like it keeps getting blown up.
Oh, and wake up Gerudo there. NotEnoughDamage missed inputting his super. There it is. Finally comes out this time. But he jumps over it and gets thrown into it.
Wow. All right, is there going to be a mix nose for the backdash into the 5S series? Oh, he waited so long before that low.
Yeah, very delayed on the low. 2D nothing. Oh, the little stagger.
All right. Idiosyncrasy completely willing to let some nutty stuff rip here because you even want to get a little bit more of this blood gauge. Finds the 6H into the 2H. Okay, this is huge. This is set point for Idiosyncrasy.
Aggressive again. Look for the 2D. Okay, that's a start. Have to hit him again, though. Oh, the RC backwards.
He waited. I think he waited and hoped.
Oh, how does he always know? And it's one of those situations where you buffer the normal and you're just already churning those quarter circles, man. Not enough damage. Very ready for the situation.
Jeez. Okay. I mean, this is everything, though. Not enough damage. Still needs to close this out. Idiosyncrasy has burst. Again, not that Idiosyncrasy has had bursts going quite the way that they want them to.
Oh, trying to steal turns. He's able to jump out this time, though. He knows he's getting greedy with these block strings.
Oh, so naturally, not enough damage cycles back, tightens up the offense once again.
Hey. Has an RC available. Great confirm there.
Oh no, too far away.
And he unsixed forward. So smart.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oh no, this is how it starts.
Ooh, finally a burst works out for Idiosyncrasy, and it could be the one that needs to happen.
Oh,
finds
and he
the back
wakes
throw.
up with the throw. Not enough damage, gets a little too close. If you're at that distance, you've got to go for the median. It does not work out. Idiosyncrasy. Though exactly the right amount of aggressive, I think. And it's exactly enough, like, ready to DP in these situations. It's a little disrespectful at times, and I really, really like that from a Leo player.
Yeah, but I mean, the flip side, we saw Papaleo's match against Punk earlier, and just what an immaculate representation of what this character could be capable of. The way that Papaleo approached the ground game, stole turns, the amount of respect generated off of the tools that she has, and then utilized to open up other stuff. Finds the super wall break, does pop a layout.
Safe jump. No, actually not a safe jump, or mistimed rather. Gonna look for the knockdown here. Goes for the cross up, puts himself in the corner. The best type of mix-up. Parries the super and then straight through the wall. Okay. K7.
Yeah, this is anyone's round. Oh, cross up into red RC. We're not going to see a burst off of that. No. Oh, no. Why RC? Because the combo doesn't work out.
Okay, chip is a factor. Now Leo all of a sudden is in it, but K7, how to approach a Leo that's down backing. Like, what do you do?
I think you don't, which is the unfortunate situation for Papaleo. But now the ground game is starting, checking with these lows. Ooh, no, you don't get to backdash. I've got a dolphin.
Another overhead into the stance cancel, keeping himself so fast here. Again, just the way he structures the offense and the way he's able to cancel into these stances, just making himself look so much faster than it really is.
Right? Like a lot of that stuff is it's structured in a way that I absolutely don't see. Oh, the parry on the dolphin into the super.
He's K7 2 for 2 on the reads, on the reversals, breaks out. Wow. K7 is making better use of that parry than I've seen any other player use.
Yeah, I think it definitely feels like Papaleo had a lot going into that game that I think was going well for them. It's just when K7 was able to get something going, it was just so much more momentous. There was just more for K7 when stuff got started. And the fact that there were those two big parry reads, like you've called out, that both were capitalized maximally, is just like, it, you know, Papaleo isn't generating enough for themselves to compensate for how much K7 is getting when K7 is right.
Duel 1.
Okay.
Let's rock.
Check straight to start. Great dash up block from Papaleo, and he gets the burst. We're getting 6 close flashes in this combo. Let's go. Into the command throw. I think he kills him off of this. I think Leo, no, he doesn't get the super.
Right, but like, you're fine here, fishing with the 2S, backing off. I mean, what do we wait?
May with this big of a lead turns into Honda in a hurry. Like, he kind of just sit down and kind of hang out. But the aggression from K7, we know what's possible here.
Oh, wow. The patience after that YRC, but finds the 2S to close out the round.
5K, this time mixes in the close slash. Up off to break the wall, has a super available.
Jesus. Every single one of these calls moving forward has been right. I don't feel like K7 has stalled Papaleo at all. And the seven letters on the screen confirm my suspicion.
Yeah, that was Leo, just the momentum, man. And just every guess was correct. And he preys on the knowledge of other players. Most players know that counter hit Dolphin that he hit, he gets 3K for a knockdown. He uses that and instead dashes up for a reset. Knowing the other player, that mix-up only works if the other player knows that there's a combo to come. So he's preying on the knowledge of the other players too. There's a lot to this mix-up game he's running.
Yeah, and I mean, one wonders, you know, as things progress, like, do people start to like how tight is it? Can you like fuzzy mash out of it, you know, for spots where the 3K would come out? Like,
ooh, okay, interrupt the beach ball. Trying to get aggressive again. There's the overhead. Papaleo has to burst.
Ooh, unfortunately lands on the fireball, blocks that. Finds the command grab, does K7.
Ooh. Is that enough? I think he's able to tech. Yeah, he is.
That's a shame.
Oh, and maybe thought it was the light fireball. Maybe wasn't expecting it to be below him there. Just falls down. Papaleo out of that one.
Ooh, finds the cross up. Oh no! Oh, okay, is able to follow up after the fact.
Ooh, and the guard stands for the follow-up with the 3K reversal in K7. Oh, and yeah, bursting a little too high.
Jeez, these games are so one-sided. One of them starts, and that's just it. They are rolling over each other subsequently.
We have absolutely had 3 games that were not close. Like each person has taken turns not playing the game. Okay, back into the next one. I mean, if the pattern continues, we might get to see some mixed-up game here from Papa Leo, but K7 just one game away from moving forward.
Duel 1.
All right, how's the round start going to be? Okay, we're trading straight off the rip. But like this dance in neutral is so delicate because either one of them opens up so much off of it.
Okay, able to throw the cross up. Great start here for Leo. Oh, and yeah, you cannot do disrespectful block strings like that. 2H heavy dolphin. Not going to fly here against K7. Not when he's down backing.
All right. Oh, the command grab. Are we going to RC? Yes, we are. Ooh.
Yeah, had 1 meter. RC backwards. Very nice. Misses the punish, though.
Okay, that's I keep saying it. You know, you can look at these rounds economically. If Papa Leo loses this round, which he just has, at the very least, you forced K7 to burn the burst on it. So now it's your tournament life in this round. But if you get started, you're staying started.
Absolutely. Reduce the FD for Papa Leo. 2S. No, you cannot autopilot these block strings. K7 is aware. Aggressive here. The dolphin is blocked. Afterwards, the just block. Oh no, and this is the worst possible situation here.
This is so tough. Up, back out, but doesn't manage to get very much off of it.
Okay, and the risk gauge just full. Anything will do it really here for K7. He has 50 meter. Close enough to the corner? No.
Oh no.
And that is the end. A very back and forth series between the two, but K7 is going to be the one to be able to string 2 together in a row.
Versus whether, you know, Idiosyncrasy is going to have had the time to, you know, try to clean up the game a little bit, so to say.
Counter hit. Meaty S is going to be the first mix up here for Dan. Take a step forward, straight into the pot buster. A lot of respect shown.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Jan was watching, Jan would have seen the amount of respect Idiosyncrasy had for Not Enough Damage, which was an exorbitant amount.
5S actually beats out whatever Idiosyncrasy went for there. That's really tough. Slow button there from Potemkin, the commitment to throw it out.
Ooh.
Gold burst, I think another really strong option here. Oh, that's almost guaranteed. Mistimed it.
Uh-oh. Oh, has to PRC himself to find the back throw, but the blood pops.
He looks to get a little aggressive during the blood pop. Good 2K, knowing that the Ifukyo, he canceled it too early, but no follow-up on the heavy, like, the counter hit.
Right. Idiosyncrasy's really trying to stay the aggressor here. We are sitting at the very top of the blood gauge. Once again, PRC has the opportunity to tech, but the blood pops once again. Has the YRC.
That's away. Chip will do it at this point. 5D is not blocked. And then he just sticks out the 2P, the delay from Idiosyncrasy there. I didn't think he had time at that point.
How? That was 2 blood pops in 1 round, right? Like, Idiosyncrasy lost his entire life bar to himself and still managed to make that work.
In its truest form, I lost to myself. Holy moly. Okay, Mega Fist follow-up. Best for mix-up, but oh, the wake-up back throw. Mistimed media again from Jan.
Finds the cross-up, manages to push closer towards the corner. Right, checks to see the amount of respect afterwards. Idiosyncrasy still holding down back.
Ooh, 6P, blood pop. So he blocked it, so he's not safe here. So again, for the second time, Idiosyncrasy, no HP remaining. And yeah, Mega Fist will be enough.
Jeez. It's just, I can't help but feel like it's, you know, Idiosyncrasy, I don't know if he feels as though he needs to take some of these risks that are being taken. Like, we've not seen... This is definitely the worst that the blood management has looked through the course of the bracket today. I don't know if that's representative of some of the calls that Idiosyncrasy is having to make, if it's just that maybe we're seeing less ability to, you know, kind of stagger block strings off of 5S and, you know, land these 6Hs on block that are so critical for blood gauge management that we're not seeing in that first game.
Let's rock.
Okay. Slide Head armor actually almost works out.
Wow.
That no real follow-up. Oh, and again the Mega Fist gets him out of the corner, but gets punished with a throw.
The Mega Fist has, it seems, consistently been the answer. And it was one of the things where I wondered whether, you know, utilization of 2H off of, you know, back command dash was going to come into play, and we've not seen it yet. This is going to be able to close out here.
Yeah, it's a wall break for good measure. Just, you know, just to remind him. Looking for the 6P right away, and that is a great punish there. Mega Fist to get across, linking the 2D there. Great confirm.
Right. Trying to move forward and generate something for himself. Idiosyncrasy finds the command grab. I wonder whether going for command grab, I mean, you have to represent the tool to, you know, make Jan worry, but I wonder whether Idiosyncrasy would be better. I mean, I was going to call out staying better in the higher blood gauges, but the flip side is in the last game we saw 3 blood rages, so there's a pendulum at play here.
Yeah, that's been the adjustment for him so far. That is a great confirm. That's a combo, by the way. Holy moly. Great knowledge from Jan there to know he's able to close the round on that touch. They're trying to break it out. Good stagger on the pressure. Where he gets a little too close. Oh, and the slide breaks out.
And I want to call out, right? Like, look at the way that Idiosyncrasy is trying to continue pressure off of command dashes. We're seeing, like, going for 5P checks and stuff like that. We're not seeing the big sort of cyclical staggered offense that you usually see from Nagoriyuki, because Jan has done such a good job of shutting that down.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. And connects. 5D does not work out. Again with the aggression, Nagori trying to pull as much advantage as he can here, but the blood gauge is in danger again. Double jump over. Jan gets faster.
Has to wait. Oh, wow. Burns the burst. Just wants to keep the round going. YRC. Oh, my God. That was 2 defensive choices, neither working out for Idiosyncrasy. And it's just, I mean, I called out in Idiosyncrasy's last matchup the less than stellar burst utilization.
Oh, huge shouts to Onion Bro, by the way, coming through at the Prime, man. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you a lot, man. But I think that's one of those situations where that's almost excusable. When you use your first defensive option and it doesn't work out and you're 1 pixel away, it's like last round, a lot of momentum riding on it. I don't blame you for spending both, to be honest. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, it's I always try to preface and be like, look, I'm in the chair. They're playing the match. Like, everything. I got the mile-high view, so it's really easy to be critical. Playing at this caliber whatsoever is intensely difficult. But yes. I can make this trends.
Okay. Oh, Mega Fist is blocked. Oh, 6K into slide head. Wow, the aggression from Jan, man. I'm liking this changeup a lot. He is really putting the pressure on, just trying to turn up the heat in this potentially final game.
Yep. All right, a lot of respect gets the slide forward and close slash. Oh my god, the armor on Slidehead has been blowing up Idiosyncrasy so much. Gets the full charge 5D. Are you dead off of this?
And that's one of the hardest things about this matchup is that Nagori doesn't have many multi-hitting moves. A lot of these armored normals can just break out of the pressure here from Potemkin rather, for Jan.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the difficulties that Nago has to deal with. I mean, coming as a Zato player, for example, like it's not dissimilar, right? You put out a pose, suddenly you're not worried about anything because he doesn't have anything that you're worried about to blow through it once you've got that armor.
Able to jump over though and bait the defensive option from Jan. Slidehead, yeah, and there's the adaptation. So smart. Idiosyncrasy buffers in the 2 keys. That was very good stuff.
All right, yeah, I mean, if you're going to make this happen, the big momentum swing off of the perfect and reading the Slidehead armor, that's as good a way as any to start.
That was the greediest thing I've ever... Jan had a guaranteed pop buster there and was like, nah, I'm going to charge 5D instead. I like that a lot. Anything else gets close enough for the pressure, though, and the pop buster will seal the deal. Jan in a 3-0. Yeah, he does. Okay. So yeah, into the mirror here. So we make Tango on the left here in the orange. Early burst there from K7.
Yeah,
Or into the fireball game.
Yeah, we talked about it the last time we watched a Leo mirror, if I recall correctly, but I definitely agree with the early burst in a matchup like this one. I wonder whether K7 is prioritizing throws here specifically to mitigate the burst that Mango for Tango had on deck to keep everything going. And if that was the case, it absolutely worked out the way that he wanted it to.
That, and one thing we touched on before as well, is that the thing in Leo's toolkit that I think he has the hardest time to deal with is his own DP. So being able to go for the throw and actually throw the startup of the DP if you time it correctly is very strong, as we can see here on display. He has a kind of a tough time dealing with his own flash kick.
They literally just danced from P1 to P2 side, crossing each other up and then getting flash kicked.
Oh, gets the counter though. Giving K7 a little bit of his own medicine here. K7 has had some of the best usage of the parry that I've seen in Mango. Showing off, he knows a thing or two.
Yeah, Mango still has burst here. K7's gonna get his momentarily. Now are we gonna see it repped again? Nope. Goes for the meaty, gets DP'd.
Ooh, helicopter on the way down. Back into the pressure. 2K, 2D, 3 times in a row is able to get away with it, but that is an accidental DP for sure.
Oh, the parry attempt gets blown up and the burst gets baited, and K7 is going to take this first game here.
Yeah, another one of those important situations. When he goes for the RC, the burst meter is already empty. You know he's already committed to it.
Jeez.
So, dude. Leo. You know what I'm saying?
Just Leo things. That whole screen, that entire last game, Leo things.
I think legitimately a lot of the matchup does come down to that, though. Like we've said, I mean, we're beating the dead horse, but he can't cross up his own DP, so you can't really stop him from inputting it, so he can get it on command whenever he wants.
Yeah, and I love, I mean, I in the moment, I was thinking about the burst, but you also calling out the fact that the throws are an anti-DP option. The fact that K7 brought that out immediately. Wow, DP into burst to start game 2. If you thought this next game was going to be anything different, you were wrong.
Yeah, absolutely wrong. Max distance. It's the reversal. Whiff punishes the 2K.
Ooh, okay.
So he goes for the burst. The RC gets the throw. K7 comes away with it. It looked like it was going to be Mango's throw there.
Yeah, that was weird. He spent the PRC specifically to get the throw.
Being aggressive. Nice block. RC. Ooh, okay.
The throw. And here it is again. They're both going for throw because they don't want the other to DP them.
And another situation, Mango gets aggressive and gets paid out for it. So first round going in his favor here. K7 still a game up though.
Okay, 6P catches the forward offense.
Same side overhead. Very strong stuff. 2K, 2D on the wake up. Mango, first one to unsheath the DP, and there's a counter.
Oh no, it missed! He doesn't get it! What a shame! Alright, K7 trying to cheat out that heavy fireball to generate some offense, but this is a scary spot to be in.
From swinging out the heavy fireball, looking to get aggressive here. Mango gets priority, but there's the DP again.
I wonder whether K7 is going to leave some gaps here to try to bait the DP, because you can't afford to get smoked. And if you wait too long, Burst comes back.
And there's the trade. The fireball not working out. Even games now, 1-1. And again, a huge shout out to the homie George coming through again, dude. Cinnamon, what's a gift sub? This time to Idiosyncrasy, by the way, who, again, played super well today. You should be proud of it for sure.
I also want to give a thank you to Rancid Rodent for subbing earlier at 6 months. I don't think we shouted them out, so thank you so much, Rancid Rodent, for coming through.
Dude, the homie, man. Thank you, dude. Miss you, man. Hopefully I get to see you at one of these in-person TNS soon. Okay.
Not enough damage is comment in the chat just killed me. I don't know why that particular gorilla joke hit me the way it did.
Oh no,
my
but the
God.
DP's trade out. Mango actually comes out way on top. The jump S confirms, but K7 unwilling to block and gets the throw punish.
Keeping the pressure. Okay, has to spend the burst. Does Mango. Okay.
Counter hit off that situation. Mango back in the driver's seat here. 50 meters. There's the tech throw.
I have to imagine that this is such a stressful matchup for the players. It is just seat of your pants, blender the whole way through.
Ooh, fireball in the RC. Try to go for the shimmy, but the RC backwards. Mango. Oh, tries to go for the heavy fireball, but K7 is committed to the gig. Wins out.
Yeah, so K7 taking the lead in the set once again. Up the first round here. Okay. Oh my God. The way they're both cycling in backdash at these different places now, specifically to check. Want to debate the DP. I was going to say specifically check a lot of the throw offense that we're really seeing cycle through.
Half meter. Okay.
He didn't have enough for the super.
Pixel left and the fireball straight away. K7 2 rounds in a row is able to just counter hit Mango out of an attempted something with that light fireball.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where light fireball seems like it would be a pretty consistent choice. You know, you just need something on the screen very quickly to blow up something. Even a trade is fine for you.
I say
To use the
absolutely.
one for K7.
It's very cursed seeing all three of these portraits lined up, and they're all Leo, by the way, in the lobby. When all the player cards pop up. Okay.
I feel like Jane Goodall right now. I don't know about you.
Mango has a great opportunity here. Just got to switch it up a little bit. K7 is unrelenting. But Mango can definitely do it here.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, 5K actually catches as an anti-air. The fireball works out decently well for Mango here. Look at the amount of respect now.
I mean, they've both earned it at this point. Absolutely. Reversal fireball. Trades out. K7 had screen positioning advantage, but Mango kind of abusing him for it.
The backdash working out decently well here for K7, but K7 still on the life deficit. Finds a nice jump in here to start the sequence. But like the fear of getting hit by a DP in this situation so bad. There's the throw as K7 lets his own DP rip incorrectly.
Yeah, and that's where the round start DP maybe meant for a fireball, potential execution error. K7 taking advantage into the overhead, breaking the wall straight away, saving the meter as well.
Ooh, Kara into 2K2D to start off the rip. Oh, the DP gets baited, this time on the side of Mango for Tango.
Chooses not to use the super to break the wall as well. Is going to hold on to that meter. The super loses to the DP, actually.
Wow.
Oh, and K7 on the backdash baits out the heavy DP again. And Mango, potentially the final round for him here.
Yeah, K7 has burst, but Mango's going to get his back pretty quickly.
I like the 6P attempt, but the guard stance.
I feel like we're seeing Mango represent that a little bit more. Oh, wow. And managed to something of a trip guard there to close that out. Gonna get the wall break here with the super. I think you're still alive. You absolutely still are.
Oh, and baits the DP. Mango is not done yet. Going to game 5, and it's just been every single set, man.
I hope y'all like some Guilty Gear. We got some Guilty Gear. We've had some Guilty Gear. We got more Guilty Gear coming.
I say a lot of games coming through, man. Ooh.
It's you know what? It's hard to not be pleased, right? Because like what it means is that all of these sets are crazy back and forth. We just get more, but it's not just that it's more. It's that it's more good ass games.
Dude, absolutely. So now, again, game 5, K7. I think slight advantage here to Mango, to be honest. Mango's been doing really well on the offense. Has been mixing in the parry so often that he's almost scared K7 off of the DP. That's going to be an early wall break.
No, that burst still on deck for both players here as K7 transitions back over to a fireball game off of that situation.
Throw, fast RC. I agree with Mango here. No burst. Just give it away. That's definitely an okay situation.
Oh, wow. Still alive?
Looks like the fireball chip is enough. So now, point here for K7.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Going for the cross-up after the fact? Interesting.
Another nice block, but that's a counter hit. He had to burst in that situation. Very difficult.
Alright. Mango for Tango. Oh, was fishing for something interesting there. I think structured that block string specifically to burst bait. Alright. Oh, that red RC connects. And K7 has Mango in the blender. Oh my god, it's blending!
Oh no, and that's the toughest situation. So he's gonna spend the super. Is this enough? It is just enough. K7. What an absolute monstrous effort.
How is he gonna meet the intensity that we know that Punk's Saul is gonna bring?
5P checking is good. And the dash in S, and that's going to be an immediate burst from Punk, respecting the mix-up. But Grover straight back on top.
Yeah, I love already ready to IAD over the Gunflame and check Punk for just autopiloting into Gunflame at certain ranges. You're going to need to vary your offense at that point. Grover's sitting pretty right now, getting 5K counter.
And Grover has been leaving little micro gaps as well, trying to get Punk to DP, but now Punk is back on the offense, and that is going to be a kill. Grover off the mistimed pressure from Punk. Close S comes straight through.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Far slash off the rip at round start, sniping Grover out of the air, and now we're stuck in the corner. Oh, wow. Fake Gunflame gets the anti-air.
Yeah, I mean, using it for what it's intended for. Very smart there from Punk. 5D is blocked. Backwards, and that's another counter hit. Grover's putting himself in really good situations. Trying to close out this first game.
Yeah, just backdashes that time. I mean, sometimes just getting the space is better than nothing, right? Because like you don't want to block the Gunflame. The worst case scenario is it was the fake and you were wrong. Right, pumping the risk gauge. Oh, the 5P check. Oh, 5P check meet 5P check.
Oh no, and I think that might have been an error from Grover. I think he wanted red RC on the dash forward to be able to get the combo in the side switch, so that's a little tough. But there's a big counter hit to start. No further confirm afterwards. It's still a great situation for Grover. And almost gets the whiff punch.
I love the buttons that Grover chooses to use when he's carrying, right? Like it's either dash in 2S, dash in 5K, checks at ranges where like Punk might go to the air and IAD or something. It's a really good utilization of the tools.
Throw here from Punk, dashes forward, goes into the meaty, nice back dash from Grover, and a huge whiff punish.
Bandit Bringer. You have to deal with this offense in the corner. You have burst. 5K, look, Punk leaving these huge gaps specifically to try to burst bait.
Oh, got the side switch, but is not able to get any follow-up. Hinderbringer does not work out. Any touch will do it now for either player. And that's a whip punish into the red RC. I think that's what he wanted earlier, and Grover able to execute this time.
Wow, that was... In that moment, in that clutch situation with 50 tension, Grover had one button on the controller. It was the only button he needed. He was not going to leave big enough gaps for Punk to do anything.
Absolutely not. I mean, that's one of those situations where the correct play is the second you're in hit stun, you start drawing the letter Z as fast as you can on your controller.
Yep.
We're hoping we have just enough room for a DP, man.
You churn that butter.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single time. I think that's just the correct play at that point.
Right. All right, well, that's the first game up here to Grover, and I mean, was able to weather that storm. I think defensively did a really good job. I mean, Punk really opened up that throw game in the round that Punk ended up winning, but Grover not dissuaded enough to like hit buttons or something. Instead, just the way that he's moving is doing a great job of navigating around ever needing to be like completely afraid of Punk.
Yeah, Punk actually opted into bursting just to prevent the wall break there. I think positive bonus is a bigger deal for Giovanna than it is for a lot of other characters, so I think that's a great defensive choice.
Oof, here's the throw game again. Goes for the 5K, wanted to catch them up back, didn't get it. Okay, DP from Grover. We meet DPs with DPs, mine's better, and I had an RC behind it. Punk takes the round.
Of course, I think the reversal there from both players was super good choices. More up to Grover to get aggressive in the post. Okay. The knockdown goes aggressive, almost breaking the wall here. Next hit, he can super, but Punk's able to cross back up.
Uh-oh. Caught doing something on wake up that was not blocking. Wanted to whip punish the Fafnir. Punk gets the backdash though. Oh, we're gonna wall break off this.
RC forward again. Just being so aggressive in all the right places. Has super now.
Punk is gonna get burst in a moment. Oh, okay. Not gonna need it. Closes out the round and the game, and it's one game apiece here.
And that was such a good string of oppression there from Grover. I think overall, the offense there was super solid. I don't think there's many adjustments that Grover really needs to make here. It's just micro decisions at this point. I think in terms of the overall macro game plan, I think everything is incredibly sound from both these players, and there's nothing really to critique. I think it's just down to these individual player matchup things. As far as the characters piloted go, it's squeaky clean.
Yeah. I mean, at the highest level, I've said this forever with Street Fighter, and right now it's looking the same. At the highest level, these games, fighting games, really are a game of inches. When everyone is executing at that peak point, it really is one or two really minor things that ends up the difference maker.
Trigger pushes into the corner. Fafnir is trying to build up that wrist gain. He's gonna burst actually. Grover.
Ooh, that's a shame. The far slash connects. Gonna get the wall break here. This is looking like a great round for Punk. Wow.
Yeah, trade absolutely in his favor. So now back into it. Dash up 2K. What aggression there. But Grover gets the counter hit. And again, has priority here in the corner. Forces the burst from Punk.
One thing interesting, Grover is not trying to steal turns with spiral arrow or flip kick at any point yet. Still keeping everything so honest. But hasn't even like tried to check Punk. And I'm sure, I mean, you don't want to check, you can assume that Punk has those, but also, you know, 5K being a big party starter and that fast, pretty easy to stick out in those situations. Grover finds the throw to close out the round.
One on these rounds here, and that's another adjustment here for Punk. Is that no, misses the link actually into the vortex, or maybe it just wasn't the type of hit he expected it to be.
Oh, wow.
Punk has been doing such a good job of stopping these double dashes from Grover.
All right, corner pressure is starting, going right for the throw. Grover has burst, backdash to beat the throw, but doesn't finish the job on the counter hit after the fact. Look at that wrist gauge.
He's gonna get the side switch. Grover, okay, again, another situation. Punk is just bursting exclusively in situations to stop the wall break. Doesn't want positive bonus.
Ooh, catches the backdash straight into the super. That's gonna cause the wall break. You are not gonna get the round, but now you've got positive bonus and Oki for the safe jump.
YRC. Oh, and the backdash, Grover, what a commitment. Had burst as well. Having burst in that situation and taking a decision like that, you have to be so confident there because burst beats that situation in the same way. It's just one of them is a little more dangerous and the other one wins the round. I like Grover's commitment there.
Yeah, that was really great. So that puts Grover up at 2-1 here over Punk, and it's these minor micro adjustments. It's so thrilling to watch if you're a fan of high-level fighting games. How does Punk now meet what Grover is bringing to the table?
I mean, that's like we said, that's the most important thing here is that the macro strategy is wonderfully solid from both of these players. It's just about these micro decisions, man.
All right, not sure what's going on here. It's not putting us in the match.
But we are set for spectate.
Yeah, and I can't move my guy. And neither one of these guys are streaming right now, so that's not helping either.
Oh, so it looks like, yeah, they're going to be going into the match. Oh.
Yeah.
That's going to be Punk winning the first one. And that's, again, a lot of it is just utilizing Soul's toolkit, right, to be able to stop the Giovanna pressure. Because I think that a lot of the things that Grover is doing, nothing that Grover is doing is exceptionally difficult. It's just incredibly solid. It's just solid is the best possible word for it. It just is.
All right, yeah, give Tialk a gun. Unfortunately, we can't do that because neither one of these guys are streaming.
Yeah. Astro is coming through with the sub, though. Gifting one tier 1 sub to the channel. Thank you so much, Ash. Appreciate you a lot.
Bro, the only player undefeated in Strive tourneys so far is the lobby.
And Musa coming through as well. The homie Musa, man. It was really good to see you at ATL. I hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the subs and the contributions. It means a lot to us. That's what keeps the channel going. All right, I think now that it's 2-2, we might be able to get in here. Come on, lobbies.
I want to believe.
I'm believing right now. Share your energy. Hands up for the giant spirit boat. Wow, someone making the same joke. I see you, Stelisaurus. Stelizarus? I want to pronounce that right.
Yes, Lazarus, I think.
All right, here we go. Game 5. It's been incredibly close set back and forth the whole way through, and now Grover has an opportunity to do something that has not been done very often in the entire lifespan of this game, which is take a set on Punk.
Yeah, I mean, it is beholden on you to do that. Punk is you know, I think you had said Punk is like undefeated in the TNS brackets so far, let alone in general.
In the entire life of his competitive career in this game, he's lost 2 brackets.
And none of them in TNS.
Yes, he's won every TNS he's entered, and that's a wall break, and Punk is looking to do more of the same. The PRC back into the pressure and looking unstoppable here in the first round.
Duel 2.
Got the "you missed my Zenkai boost off screen" tech. But we're gonna have to make this one happen now. Coming on the back foot. Thankfully did not lose the burst or anything in that previous round, but oh my god, this active neutral from Punk.
And really the adjustment here is just looking like Punk is throwing in so much gunflame and so much fake gunflame here, making it hard for Grover to be able to rack correctly. Knock down for 2D. Here comes the pressure. 5P. It's the check there from Grover.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing that a little bit, but like, look at the way that Punk now is just utilizing a whole lot of 6H. Okay, not 6H, 6S rather. Spends the burst to keep the pressure going. Oh, you're actually dead.
Oh, Punk in that situation, showing off the different play styles. He is very open to going for the pop buster. He loves to lean into it. It's more about scaring K7 enough of your normals to get him to actually block for it.
I just double checked. The Jan is actually the one that sent K7 down to losers up there in top 24. So this is a run back.
Starting off with a power bomb here. K7 looking much better in this one. Gonna be able to break the wall. 2K to put him on the wall.
Any hit will do it. I mean, you spend the burst and you win the round. We'll take those in a tumultuous matchup like this.
And I like that off the wall break there. Goes for the heavy fireball. It's guaranteed at that situation. If Jan wakes up and flicks it, he can instant air dash over on reaction because of how slow the heavy fireball is. Crossed up with the jumping heavy. There to meet him.
Oh wow, the utilization of the guard stance, it looked like, was trying to make something happen, but not quite working out. I feel like if you're K7, the worst case scenario here is you want to drag this round out long enough that you have a burst back for round 3. That's like your worst case scenario economic decision making.
Agreed. Oh, missed the car on the... Oh, wow. And max distance mega fist. One really important thing here is notice how K7 is taking micro dashes anytime he does just about anything. If there was ever a player to showcase why you need a dash macro, watch how he plays neutral. Watch these micro steps every time he does something. It's just so incredible to see the little bits of things that he's doing.
It looks like K7 has a slight life lead here and is kind of content to just wait back, take their own opportunity. Jan down the burst. The longer this takes, the better it ends up going for K7.
Okay, just swings it twice. Very nice, and then breaks the wall straight afterwards. 50 meters, swings heavy slash at the start of that round. And that is a reactable overhead. Straight in with the DP. K7 looking really good in this.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 3-2 when they played in the winner side, so, you know, the story is not yet told. Jan definitely has more than enough time here to make some adjustments.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jan has absolutely, like you said, Jan already. I believe it was it a 3-0 earlier? What was the set count?
When they played on the winner side, wasn't it a reverse 3-0?
It was a reverse 3-0. So I mean, we've already seen exactly this situation once. Say it's up to Jan. Again, the #1 thing here as the grappler player is structuring your offense in a way to scare them enough to make the command grab a threat. Sometimes the command grab, the threat of it is better than the actual command grab. So scaring them enough to be like jumping out of pop buster is all you really need here.
Okay.
Again, oh, and goes straight into it. Okay, so representing early.
These Kara 5Ks from K7 really letting the offense start out. Jan not doing too bad so far. Okay, the 2D opening up some offense. Oh, the up back out of the grab.
Yeah, looked for it off the PRC, wasn't there. K7 still has the super available. It's going to use the RC instead. Not going to quite build up enough for a super to break the wall, but this is still a great situation.
Yeah, oh no, whiff punish on the whiffed throw. Has to burn the burst. Oh, that's great if you're Jan. YRC, oh wow, this is anyone's round now.
Yeah, gotta be careful here. Because Jan, I think you stay grounded and look for a fireball flick. That's exactly what K7 was thinking. Went in with the PRC, and Jan just blocks him to death.
Wow, like Jan seriously just managed to be patient enough for K7 to overextend and cost themselves the round, like in 2 different ways. You lost the burst too. At the burst, losing that round is like, okay.
Okay, and there's the wake up throw. Gerudo is blocked. Goes to the command grab. K7 is jumping.
Yeah, I think Jan needs to change up the decision making to dissuade this up back because K7 is completely on board with it.
K7 is doing 6 overheads in a row is what K7 is doing. Oh my god.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Okay. Not really anything afterwards. Like the attempt there. Command throw again. And it's a little too far for the burst.
Oh, big jump in, gets the counter hit. Burst, K7 spends it immediately. Doesn't want to deal with this damage. Oh god, so much damage. Gets the wall splat. Positive bonus going in, but we're back in mid-screen. Oh, Jan with the chase down immediately. The 2P into the command grab is going to close it out.
And that is layer 2 of that PRC mix-up. As soon as you see it, you make the connection. They're slowed down in that state. So if you decide that you want to go into something else, Potemkin, if you slow them down with an RC like that, can actually do 2P, 2K, 2D and get a knockdown. So it doesn't even need to be counter hit. So Jan has a plethora of options from that situation as soon as that thing is blocked. Or hit, rather.
Yeah, I mean, this is straight back and forth. Jan cycling out these different decisions. I mean, finally also wise to some of the up back from K7. I think... I hope that we're going to continue to see decisions to actively dissuade some of the up back in these situations.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Looking for the 2D. Cross up, there's a punish from K7, trying to keep it mid-screen, and there's a gold burst from Jan.
Ooh, immediately up into the air to chase the up back, but K7 is ready for the tag.
On the punish. Very aggressive here once again. Full juggle. He's gonna have positive bonus here. Jan, huge advantage on meter still. Blocked hammerfall. This is a mix-up. Blocked by K7. Very nice.
Let's do with it. Nice tech off the dash forward 5P. Stays in range for the throw. Jan was ready for it. Ooh.
Oh, and the double cross-up. Confidence here.
I got mixed. That was blend on pulse.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really, really tough situation, too. I mean, Jan can match Pop-Us in that situation. Oh, he baits the burst off the jump cancel.
Better see this is big damage. Oh, no, late for the wall break? Oh,
But
finds
still
the...
okay. Yeah, if you're going to go for a heavy normal into a heavy normal on the wall, you have to hammer stop there. It's not quick enough otherwise. Ooh, 5P just to let him know. He said, I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, even just Jan is starting to cycle in more of these 5Ps or these just lesser committal options, specifically coming out in times to dissuade the up back, and finally it's paying off.
It's so genius from Jan. There's the DP.
Cusps in the burst, but we take those. This is any hit. Oh, on the snap, the spark goes back. Kills on chip, it looks like.
Oh my god. I wish I could write a full, like, 90-page term paper on why that mix-up was so sick. Jan off the 2H, that was genius level stuff with the hammer stop. We love it.
Wow. 2-1 up here over K7.
And so now we're getting into what could be... Oh, the end here for K7, man. He's been looking very strong all day, and Jan might have to double jeopardy him, which is a tough one.
Yeah, but I mean, K7 has looked so dominant in virtually every other matchup that they've played. You know, Jan being able to bring this down with double jeopardy is just like, yeah, it feels bad, but then there's also that element of like, oh, you know what? Only one person could take me in the whole bracket, 100 players.
Duel 1.
And you've still got time, right? It's still only 2-1. You can still make this happen.
Absolutely. Okay, into the mix-up. There's another knockdown for Jan, though. Okay. K7 back on the offense. Looking for the parry. Very close, but Super breaks the wall. Okay.
I mean, this is a great round so far for K7. Oh, we armored through, though. And Jan, I mean, this is another one of those things where, like, you're kind of trying to play for something economical, and you're not going to get it.
Yeah, too tough of a situation there. As soon as Jan kind of lets him get away from it. Ooh, and Slidehead immediately got the knockdown. Got his burst off a Slidehead. That is like the moral victory you need as a Potemkin, man.
Ooh. Oh, nice throw tech again. Jan is really wise to the way that K7 is including these tick throws off Kara canceled 5K.
Ooh, trying to let him hang himself just a little bit there. Wasn't able to get close enough. There's going to be the RC. No burst available here. Anything will do it now.
Oh, the DP bait PRC, but the far slash is going to close it, and Jan is on set point now.
Very scary here for K7. You have to be so careful. Blocks the 2D in the air. Able to convert into the knockdown, the fireball, and nothing else is going to let up pressure.
Yeah, I feel like K7 might have been backing off to slow down enough to ensure that burst was back. But look, Jan now cycling straight to command grab offense. Wants to beat the burst, does so, but doesn't finish with the punish.
Okay, dropper with 2D, looking for it again. Gold burst. Now expect to see a hammer fall here soon, or a super, yeah. Great choice. HPV afterwards, looking for the cross up.
All right, K7 has weathered the storm, finds the back throw. This is it, like you need to maximize your offense here off of this.
I got a bad feeling here for Jan. This is gonna be positive bonus through the wall break. He's gonna need a big read. He did standing slash last time this happened.
Oh, gonna close it out. No, oh, that was.
Okay.
I thought that was a combo drop. I clenched so hard.
I absolutely did too, but he is able to close it out. So K7, that was very scary. And you saw Jan went for the Mega Fist out of the pressure. He saw the pressure was going on. He went for the Mega Fist. K7's mix-up, by the luck of the gods, puts him in the exact position where it actually whiffs. Mega Fist goes straight over him. That was a very lucky turnout of a situation for Jan to get crossed up in that way, and for K7 to get paid out in that exact way.
Yeah. Yeah. Geez, what a crazy game. And K7 like had to work for that. Like it wasn't just, you know, we saw the blender offense kind of opened, but it like immediately translated over to wall break, and it turned into this thing where it's like you need to guess right, and the deck is stacked against you. The fifth and the final game once again here.
Oh my god, and K7 opens it up very aggressive and very confident. I like the idea, but Jan stifles it right away with back Mega Fist, and K7 is gonna burst for momentum.
This is tough. Too far away for any follow-up after the Mega Fist.
Okay, DP dialed in. Still burst available for Jan. I expect him to hold it.
Yeah, I'm going to take this reset to neutral, and you probably want to hold on to the burst. Okay, the fireball beats the armor.
He's been pretty consistent with gold bursting, so that might be what Jan is looking for. Okay, he's going to use it there.
K7 kind of slowing it down. Oh, commits to the... Oh, okay, had the bar behind it for the mix-up after the fact.
Super not going to connect, but does alleviate a lot of the pressure here for Jan. Oh, no. The just block in the air to land close enough to punish the DP.
This is... Okay. Clipped by the fireball, but that was truly anyone's round. K7 was pretty close to the back wall there. Jan was going to be able to push just a little bit farther and then force the mix, but now it is set point here for K7.
Yeah, K7 back in and getting the juggles. This is absolutely going to break the wall here. Other side, able to dash back a little bit. That's going to be a knockdown here for Jan, and the knockdown is crucial. Back RC from K7, and this is going to be so much damage.
He overcommitted. Okay, caught with the standing check there. K7 has burst now. I don't think you spend it. No, you spend it?
Oh, and he flicks the projectile. Oh, K7, the burst there. I hope that doesn't come back to bite him. We got to be careful here now. No burst for this round. Jan has the momentum.
Yeah, Jan has the burst back as well. So gonna be able to, you know, be wrong once. The stagger on the SH strings there working out for K7's benefit, but now Jan, the offense starting, and look, still catching out of the air. K7 is still kind of holding a little bit of down back. What a backdash from Jan.
Oh, punishing this. 5D, he went for the reset. You have a guaranteed combo there, Jan. K7 absolutely still in this at 50 meters. There's a great anti-air. Jan's got a burst as well.
Yeah, waiting to see it. Oh, is that going to connect?
It does. It OTGs. We've seen it earlier today.
Yeah, but doesn't, not close enough for like any sort of follow-up after. Backdash out of the 5D. Jan still has burst. There it is.
Oh no, so all the resources off the table. The guard stance is able to connect. Jan with the backdash. Oh, drop the
K7 has burst.
Now he has burst. DP connects. Oh, is it enough? I don't think it's enough.
He's just alive. It's one more mix. And then to the command grab.
That's what you're going to go to. K7 with the confidence in the end has not really gone for the command grab that often.
Watching it is like Geo, if Geo finds the right 2 or 3 hits, that's it. Versus like Leo can pretty effectively put Geo in the blender, and she needs to try to find these pockets to navigate out. And they both have sort of these movement focused answers around what the other is doing. Grover off to a strong start here.
The great equalizer so far for Geo has been that dash up S, that far S, the multi-hit has been catching everything, all the backdash, and the 2D has so much more range than you would expect, but K7 able to steal the burst in that situation, being aggressive enough.
But that IAD back was insane, managed to bait the DP after the stagger, and this is one of the things that I've called out a couple of times. Grover leaves these stagger spaces a little bit wider than the other Geo that we'd seen in the bracket Vicky did, and I think it's been to Grover's benefit in some of these Leo matchups that we've been seeing.
Good stop for the most part. Oh, the RC forward. But K7 holding on to the burst here. Throw is enough to kill, so you've got to understand that that is going to be the main threat here.
Yeah. Okay. Finds the overhead hit.
Threat assessment be damned. K7 said, "It's me. I'm the threat." Okay.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
Both players at full meter. Oh, what? Oh, not Grover to know, man. You know he has to burst, but to call it out that hard? Oh, man, that's just disrespectful. Grover.
The mind games that you can see playing out at this level of Guilty Gear is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those situations where you know he has to burst. It's not if, it's when, and Grover just so on top of it.
Oh, wow. That was... I even... It looks like in the lobby, K7 had to walk away from the setup for a second, or one of them did. I believe it, man. I had to fix my face after that.
I gotta jump up in-game, too. Just walking around your avatar lobby. I need a sec. Hold up. Okay. Whew.
Jeez. All right. One game up here for Grover. How is K7 going to make the adjustment? I feel like it was just a couple of bad calls there that really were the difference maker. But like Grover's ground game is just so good.
Yes, I absolutely agree. I mean, it's a character, it's a player that is excelling in the ground game on a character that thrives in that element. So it's just a combination for disaster for anyone in the way. K7's getting the brunt end of it right now.
All right, the blender is starting, but wow, okay, the backdash there, like there's sort of a respect here being shown by K7. Clearly for the 5P mashes that Grover is more than willing to let rip.
Okay, gets the counter. Another really nice situation here for K7. Full meter for Grover. Be careful for that air super.
Oh yeah, not going to be a factor here as K7 is able to close out the round.
Duel 2.
Absolutely no way Grover works there. It's not a winnable round at that point once you get to the corner.
Grover pulls out flip and spiral arrow so sparingly that every time I see it, I'm like, oh. It's like Grover is playing the character just on Kara normals and good frame data. And that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's like like you said, the staggers of the spiral arrows, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to have to block it with how sparsely he's throwing it out. Like that situation right there, that was just a heavy neutral win with no special moves, no really anything. Just dashed up, earned the space, and then wins footsie afterwards.
Yeah, it's nuts, and I mean, it's a complete departure from, I'll even say what we usually see from Geos, although, you know, like I've said, the spiral arrow and the flip have answers that people can kind of react to, so you need to, you know, play some mental stack management in order to make these tools work.
Absolutely agreed. Close flash gets punished by the DP, though. Well, once again, we've seen this a couple times here from Grover. One touch can open this back up, but blocking that fireball might be a death sentence all the way to the corner. K7 has a huge advantage.
Oh, wow. All right, it's starting. Oh, no. 2D has to FD to deal with the chip. YRC.
Oh, just the two does not work out. Oh, and 2K afterwards. K7 getting aggressive in the end of that one.
Yeah, I mean, Grover was going to die on any tick and had kind of demonstrated that I think Grover was taking a more passive approach. And it was like, all right, I'm just going to wait for you to overextend and make a mistake.
So it's absolutely paying off here. Going into it 1-1 now. I feel like this is another one of those situations where it's not really about the amount of hits here for K7. It's more just about how much he can cash out and what he can squeeze out of those hits. He's getting plenty of hits. It's more about just finding the correct touches to do the most damage possible, right? You don't need to the risk reward is in his favor for sure, the way that he's playing it. We've just got to get maybe a little more optimized in certain places. That's hard to say.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, starting the blender straight off the rip. Grover has to burn the burst immediately, but K7 goes extremely aggressive, extremely quickly. K7 has introduced the gas pedal to the floor of the vehicle.
Oh, and just catches him low afterwards. Maybe the adjustment from K7 is just aggression. I really like that.
I mean, why play neutral?
Hey, it makes a lot of sense.
Like, she's winning neutral, so don't play it.
Okay, getting aggressive there, gets the 2D knockdown. Ooh, there was the touch that he needed, but couldn't follow anything up afterwards. Backdash. Geo is just taking up too much space in the air. No anti-airs to be shown in this round so far.
Well, that's already the counter to the counter is already being played here. Grover going for this IAD stuff a lot because K7 is being hella active on the ground and using a lot of like 2K to try to, you know, low check the options that Grover is bringing to the table. So Grover goes straight to the air to dissuade it. Are you gonna burn the burst? He's still alive.
Still alive. Gold burst afterwards. What a string of decisions, and it works. Grover knows best. I'll never question him again.
Wow.
The full confirm gets the knockdown. I like that. And that's one thing that we saw, that Vicky was doing that same exact situation, but was leading into like a more meter building combo. Grover just wanted the knockdown and an IED.
Yeah. Oh, the up back out of the cross up. Wants something more from. Oh. Yeah, he had the 50 tension at the bottom, so it was gonna just PRC to generate some offense, but we take the hits if we get them too.
Okay, full meter here for Grover. Could have woke up Stupor, just waits instead. Gets the DP.
Wow, are you? Oh no, I wondered if we were gonna get a super combo off of that.
Oh, and then throws it straight afterwards. Grover going up 2-1 now.
This is insane. And Grover, you immediately having the answers to the much more intense game that K7 is representing, using that IAD more. We're even seeing a little bit more of the special move utilization because K7 has shown so much respect and is not DPing through a lot of these big gaps.
Hey, as the last game is about to start, I just want to give a big shout out to Hijack122 for the $15 contribution to the Matcherino, and Wish Crab for the $8.80 contribution to the Matcherino. Thank you guys so much for donating to the prize pool for these players.
I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you very much for that. Again, if you guys want to check it out, it's !Matcherino in the chat. But now we are into game 4. Grover getting kind of blown out early here by K7. Has to burst. 2D steals the burst of his own.
Oh, wow. The fact that Grover caught him landing, this is a great spot to be in. Oh, the last hit of the far slash.
Okay. One super. And out. Still a meter built. Oh, no. I was going to say, the resources for Grover here don't really matter. K7 just dashes up and goes straight in for the regular throw.
Yeah, I mean, this is... It's working out. Oh, the 6P check on the forward movement. K7 cycling out a couple of different options.
Okay, gets the counter hit. This should be a juggle. Yes. It's going through the wall for sure, and it's going to be the super that breaks it. Grover kind of crumbling here in game 4. K7's got all the answers right now. And what a tick throw into the OTG that kills, actually. A perfect to send us to game 5.
Yeah, going for the throw immediately is the option, specifically to navigate around a burst. And Grover a little bit too passive defensively, which I wonder, you know what? It's actually the same problem we saw up there in the winners finals against Punk. Punk's throw game really gave a lot of problems to Grover until eventually Grover's answer became like back dashes to navigate around it. But I feel like that's been the answer for a while in this set so far from Grover, is defensive back dashes at a lot of these spots, and K7 has been chasing them down really effectively.
Oh, okay, the final game here. Who is going to get get their match against Punk? Once again, K7's showing up early. Another, another check into the low. The threat of the normal throw is pushing Grover into the air here, and K7 is just eating for it.
Wow. Grover's not going to burst here either. Going to die to the super on the wall break. And K7 is on set point off a perfect. This is the momentum that you want to have. Oh, 2K 2D checking on the forward dash as well.
Ooh, okay, trying to dash across. Almost gets the full punish there. Aggressive punishes the 6P. Yo, the footsies are incredible here for Grover. Getting the pressure started, finally implementing the flip kick. Maybe the first one we've seen all set, and it just hits immediately.
Yeah, that's insane. Exactly what we need. You're not going to be able to get the safe jump here off this wall break, so goes for the up back. Wants to worry about how Grover's K7 rather is going to extend forward. Now K7 in the driver's seat, but Grover has tons of life here. Burst. Look at this risk gauge though.
And the dash up throw. Game 5, round 3. Final decision here. Burst on deck for one player. K7's almost back.
Yeah, I think K7's going to get it by the time they're going to need it. Oh no, a little too far away for the follow-up there.
Oh, 2D!
Look at these staggers!
Again, Grover pulling out all the stops here on the offense. Has the meter now. K7, that fireball was so much damage. Had to burst there. Now K7 has a burst of his own still.
Right, sitting in this spot, Grover has the back to the wall, the up back doesn't get a follow-up after. This is so tough. Throw whip. When does K7 burst is the question. Okay, he doesn't. He elects to save it for a subsequent combo.
K7 has been holding it all over the place. Finally burst in that situation. That fireball connecting is huge. So much screen positioning and so much life gone.
You have to deal with the mix now. Doesn't follow up after the slash, but closes it out with the 5P, it looks like, and K7 is going to take it.
Duel 1.
Okay. Oh, into the first game. Counter hit very early here for Punk. Back near block, DPs it, and there's a burst from Punk. I love that Punk loves to go for the momentum burst, and I think it suits his playstyle so well. He's one of the best at just pulling. He can find the hole, and he's so good at just pulling it open. Same situation there. Just knew that he was going to be able to have priority dashes forward, knows that K7 likes to be aggressive even on defense. Swing straight out, gets a counter hit.
Punk saw the memo in chat that everyone's talking about burgers, and you're like, all right, let's really bring up this intensity. Okay, K7 with a pretty decent round start here, but went for the grab as a mix option, and Punk content to hold some up back and make the way out. The burst gets baited. Punk has been so good about the burst baits.
Yeah, it's another one of those situations here. Gonna be able to break the wall very easily. One decision left here for K7. Has meter though.
Yeah, but has to back off. You deal with the Vortex into the red RC, then follow up after the fact, and Punk takes a pretty quick first game here. K7 gets a decent sequence in that P1 side corner there at one point, but it is just not quite enough.
So that's definitely a big deal coming through, and now moving into this second game here, K7. It's another one of those situations where when he's been the aggressor, when he has been the one setting the pace, he has been so successful non-stop all the way through. Punk and Soul, both of them. Just the combination of these two, man, the pilot and the mech, it's just been incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants is going to happen.
Yeah, if you take the Venn diagram of what Soul is good at and what Punk is good at, and you look at them together,
same picture.
There's a whole lot. Yes. Exactly right. How are we going to see this next round go? All right, K7 opening up with the Kara 5K to try to get some start.
Oh, and again, even little micro decisions like that, spaces to where the guard stands counter doesn't even hit afterwards. Linking Vortex. Another counter hit, push to the corner, tries to whip punish the 2K, doesn't happen. There's the DP. And K7 is going to die for it.
Even spends the other RC for an additional little bit of wall splat that I do not, strictly speaking, think you needed.
Hey,
but
listen,
hey, you don't
man.
get to take the meter with you.
Power slash, you know? Ooh, dash up with the 6P check. Counter hit doesn't work out. Looks for the cross up. K7 in business.
All right. Punk has burst available if he starts to feel too threatened. Ooh, there it is.
He does. He likes to burst early. I do expect that quite a lot. Gets the counter hit, links into the Vortex, push to the corner.
Okay, so much respect. Finds the back throw.
Again, looking for the power bomb. Doesn't work out. There's a counter hit and another. So K7 taking another round here, pushing it to round 3.
All right, going into this round here with burst. Jesus, is there any whiff recovery on that move? Absolutely not. Has to spend the burst. Does K7. These full screen cross-ups are actually the thing that keeps opening up this game here for K7. It's been so difficult to navigate the neutral from Punk.
And guard stance working out once again. Goes for the cross-up here. Just block into YRC. Links the Vortex again. He's so consistent with these combos, man.
All right, up back. Oh, goes for, fishes with the 5K there, but doesn't quite get it. K7 trying to inch out of the corner, but not going to get it as the Fafnir connects.
Doesn't quite put him on the wall. Looks for the gun flame. Just for the pressure. It's just a normal throw from that distance. Punk is up 2-0. Potentially the final game here. K7, man.
This would be a sad way for it to end, in the sense that all the other sets have gone so close and K7's had such this crazy run. But what a stamp to set as Punk if you close this out at a 3-0 after the run that K7 has had, after all the players K7 has beat in these super tight and drawn out sets.
I mean, that's the thing too, is this is a lot of mental fatigue for K7, man. Playing that many sets in a row, going to game 5, just absolutely clutch situations. While it does get you hype and does build a lot of momentum, that's a lot of decision fatigue coming through. So
And Leo, of all characters, like Leo is probably making more of these decisions on average than lots of other characters because of the way that his mix-up structure is set up.
Yeah, absolutely agreed, but he's still looking very strong. All of these rounds are fairly competitive. There's a RS burst there from K7, and Vortex straight away. What a read from Punk.
He's managed to find that juggle off the 5K. Fafnir in the corner. You have to deal with this offense now. Block string. Punk follows up with the far H. All right, K7 trying to navigate out. We've worked our way back to mid-screen.
In with the lows. 6S just to beat him straight out of that. Look for the air throw afterwards. K7 lands over his own. Baits the DP. He is going to be able to kill. So we're going to get to see what K7 does with a lead for the first time here, taking that first round. Crucial stuff here.
All right, well, I mean, okay, managed to play around that 6P. I feel like K7 is going to 6P a decent amount to try to stall some of the tools that Punk is using.
Take a little Panda bringer to get him out of the corner. There's the red RC though. They're getting aggressive.
Ooh, that was an interesting, that was like trying to bait the up back for command grab and then went up to chase, but it's not quite going to work.
He is good, but there's a throw, and that is what I was afraid of here for K7. DP again gets punished, and what I was scared of for K7 here is that, like you said, dash up, cross up has been the thing that's been getting him the most mileage. Punk, it's only a matter of time until he starts reacting to that.
Right, but I think now we're starting to see what the flip side of that is like in order to react to that, theoretically, Punk needs to slow down enough to see this, and that's what's going to earn K7 like dash forward 2K or that tick throw like we saw open that up. The thing is, Punk seems to not have slowed down at all.
The overhead push to the corner. Has plenty of meter on deck. Next hit could be a big deal. Pushes through, gets the hit on the counter hit. Still has meter, looking for the cross up. Powerbomb is gonna be able to kill. Yes, it is. Punk gonna go down on this one. K7 trying to make a case here. That's one.
I mean, every other set with K7 so far has looked like this. Like, the wins have been close, and it's needed the data acquisition, the time to acclimate to the opponent, you know, finding the pace that your opponent is playing that so you can actively subvert it in a way that is good for your own game plan. Maybe it just took K7 those first two games from Punk. How quickly is Punk going to react to this difference, though? And the fact that Punk only needs the one more game, you know, as this set goes on, or even post-bracket reset, can K7 keep up the pace at which he's making all of these changes?
Cut there, the far slash is going to work out, gets the tech throw. Trying to be a little more aggressive here, but yeah, at that mid-range, Punk a little too strong. Throwing in some staggers now. I like the FD attempts here from K7 to buy himself some space. Was able to earn himself a jump out, but there's the Volcanic Viper straight to answer.
Yeah. All right, the burst from Punk. Once again, one of those momentum bursts. Going to be able to close out the round on this? Yes, you are. And this is now tournament point for Punk.
Dashing in straight away. Great anti-air from K7. Meaty fireball afterwards. Doesn't really buy him anything, but now he's cornered himself and he is in trouble. Yeah, the burst is mandatory there.
Ooh. Volcanic Viper after the 6K. All right. K7 spins the red RC. Are we going to be able to see a wall break here? No, manages to avoid the wall break. All right, wall break now.
50 meter here for Punk. Gonna be a big deal. Dashes up. 50 meters spent. There you go. K7 keeping it close. Round 3 here in game 4. Tournament point for Punk.
Still, okay, blocks the Vortex. Punk immediately spends the burst that he had earned back. But this is so much damage. Just sold things. Look at this pro tag privilege.
Okay, 50 meter now for both players. Punk has the positive bonus though. Trying to be as aggressive as he can get away with. Here comes the fireball into the cross up and chases down the backdash with the power bomb.
But Punk has full tension down in the corner, so you need to be respectful of certain options like Vortex into red RC. Oh, the 5K meaty Has the red RC for a resplat. I don't think we have the damage to kill still, but K7 gets literally one guess.
Yeah, and no, sticks out the north from a little too far. The Gunflame comes through, and Panda's very own Punk, 3-1, is going to stop the reset and take it over K7.